welcome to my channel, Cinder Stream. I'm Lady Ariel, and I'm here to talk about some more topics that have been coming up with this lunar eclipse. All right, it's going to be happening September 7th. Okay, another topic that I would like to discuss is motherhood. Okay, and what it means to be a mother. All right, um, this energy has been a little bit tainted over the years. Okay. Um, One thing that Spirit wants to remind you all is your role of a mother is, for one, nurturing. It should be nurturing, all right? Um, Nurturing not just physically, but emotionally, okay? How are you feeding your children emotionally, okay? Are you pouring into them to whereas they are growing up to be confident children? Are you pouring into them so that they can be self-efficient, okay, when they grow up, all right? How are you raising your children, okay? Um, are you given a space for them to be creative, all right, to express their creativity so they're not feeling shame or guilt for just, expressing themselves, all right? Are you providing a safe environment, not only physically for them, but emotionally for them, okay? Are they able to explore their emotions, all right? That's another thing, all right, that's coming up heavily, all right? Um, And just because, you haven't actually physically given birth, okay, to a child in this realm, okay, does not mean your role as a mother is any less, okay? I know there are people who are in the role of being a bonus mom or, have taken a role of being a foster mom, okay? You still carry that mother energy and your energy is appreciated, okay? Just because you came out of the portal of your said mother spiritually does not mean that that is your actual mother. Some of you are having or have been in roles where you just birthed the child out, but it was meant for that child to receive its nourishment, and other things from another mother. It's all a team effort, okay? It doesn't make your job or, what you did any less, okay? I want women to just come together. It takes a community to raise these children, and that's that's all, that's what it's about as well. It's not about shunning a mother because emotionally she couldn't be there for that child. It's not here to shame them, okay? I want to remind you that your children are reflections of you and the father. So if you were or are battling with certain emotions, certain energies, certain that is going to manifest through your children, okay? And it's better to deal with that earlier than later, all right? That's where, journaling comes into hand and sitting and having conversations and being honest with your children and, with their capacity of, being able to receive whatever you're trying to tell them, okay? Um, but talk to your children, okay? Spend time with them, all right? A lot of these children are being ignored, they're not feeling safe, okay? If your child um, does not feel safe to sit and talk with you, okay, then there's a disconnect there, okay? Even if you said something that your child didn't like, your child should be able to come and sit and talk with you and say, okay, hey mom, this didn't sit well with me. Can we talk about it? And it shouldn't always be, well, I'm your mother. I said this. I said like that. Like we have to get out of that. We have to get out of that cycle. Okay. Um, Even with Earth, like Mama Earth, we have treated her so poorly, but she still provides us nourishment, okay? She still allows a space for us to be creative, all right? And that is what is reminded, okay? That needs to be reminded. It needs to be um, put out there, okay? So, one role that has been completely new and different for me is being a dog mom. Okay, you guys, those who have known me for a long time know that I used to be afraid. Okay, I think it was a phobia. I had a phobia of dogs, and with the help of my loved ones, I have been able to overcome this fear. Okay, so now I am the mommy of a puppy. And he has been teaching me a lot, okay, a lot of patience and giving me a lot of clarity and even allowing me to not only give a certain level of love, but being able to receive a certain level of love. So I know you guys hear him in the background, but um, yeah, it's just the whole road of a mother. It extends to so many different avenues. So as I'm learning, I'm growing. And that's what it's all about. Just because you're a mom does not mean that you stop learning, like you know everything. You don't know everything, okay? Um, so yeah, that's what I want to share with you guys. So if you guys, have any input or anything else to say, drop it in the comment section. Um, but again, the children that are being birthed, that are coming or that want to come, okay, they are going to carry a different vibration, okay. And if you haven't listened to my miscarriage and abortion video, go ahead and listen to that, because some of these children are also waiting to come. They are waiting to come. They're waiting for you to do the work so they can come, okay? Some of them don't want to. Don't want to be in a impoverished environment. They don't want to be in a environment where your emotions aren't regulated, in chaos. Like, they're like, we're not doing that this time, okay? It requires you to do the work. It requires you to release fear. It requires you to, really put and speak out your truth, okay, so they can come. They don't want to come into a world, where you're not living in your truth, okay? So that's, one of the messages for the lunar eclipse. And then if I have more downloads, more messages, I will definitely put it out. Much love to you all.